What's up, team? It is day 80 of the vlog. How awesome is that? That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty sweet. That is pretty
I'm pretty excited about it. I share ideas and thoughts and perspectives, and sometimes I get excited, sometimes I get a little bit down on myself because I want to take more action or didn't take the action I wanted to take. I'm going to take a quick second to say to myself, JJ, I'm so proud of you, man. I feel so good that I took action. You know, after conversations with several different friends, one being Jay, one being Eric, one being Nathan, they all convinced me or helped me to recognize, you know, the opportunity to just press record on your phone and take that action and start little by little and building that momentum as you do the videos. And one day I just said, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to press record. I made it happen. And today's day 80. So I'm excited that I executed because ideas are great. But at the end of the day, the only thing that will propel us forward is taking action and executing on those ideas. And I'm just proud of myself. So I've got 20 more days of the daily vlog, but just want to take a minute to say thank you to anyone who's been paying attention, especially if you've watched all 80. And
you
also,
get a sucker if you watch the 100th one.
But you've got to go to Barbauld Agency because I don't have any. And I want to encourage you that if there's something you're wanting to take action on, make today the day. Make it right now. Write it down and know what you're going to do either tonight or tomorrow or as soon as possible after you finish watching this video. Or shoot, stop watching it and just go do it right now. Whatever that action is, make it happen. And just attempt it. You don't have to do great at it. You don't even have to do good at it. Just take that action and see what happens and feel it out and do the next thing. And you and I both know that execution is fantastic, but until you then execute consistently and persistence and use persistence in moving towards those goals, that's really the way to allow execution to have a fuller impact, is to do it consistently. And Chris from the Barbauld Agency, number one, and first and foremost, my friend.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're grabbing dinner tonight because he's also idea man extraordinaire, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
So I've got that. I've mentioned it a few times, but I've got the speaking engagement coming up for the Tri-Chamber event in April. And just going to share some thoughts that I have with Chris, get his ideas, and see what we can do to leverage this opportunity, this speaking opportunity, as much as possible into some more opportunities down the road. And not just more opportunities for me down the road, but how can I leverage this opportunity in a way that can help me to get that message out to even more people from just that one time communicating to that audience and that group. And the reason I have Chris here today, besides that, this is a great background, so thanks for hosting us at the Barbauld Agency.
You're welcome.
But number two, Chris started the Barbauld Agency on his own. And I've heard several stories from him in terms of the action that he took and the ideas he had to make a business work. And I just wanted to hope that he would share his stories, and he's agreed to, a little bit of how he got started and the action he took, the way he executed, and the persistence that he held on to, even through some tough times getting started, but ultimately to have victories and then build on those victories. So I guess, you know, the thing I want to ask you, Chris, is, you know, why did you get started? How did you get started? And maybe if you could share with us that story of walking up and down and how you got the first relationship that you had and how you built off of that.
Yeah.
So what did you do to get started?
So, why I got started?
Wait, let's stop 1 second.
Yeah.
Do you have like a... I want to give you the opportunity to make sure people know what Barbauld Agency is. So can you touch on that first before he's going to tell us a story about a company that I know nothing about.
Yeah. So the Barbauld Agency is a full-service marketing and advertising agency located in Valparaiso, Indiana. We do everything from websites to branding to, if you have marketing dollars, you're not sure if you're spending it effectively or in the right places, we help with that. So, and make your money grow. Return on investment. That's what it's all about.
So obviously, maybe I shouldn't say obviously, but your business is for the most part, and maybe 100% of it, working with businesses and companies.
B2B. Yep.
And it started in Valpo.
Yep.
And how did you find that first relationship? What were some of the things you were doing to take action to start the company?
So some actions was definitely do the research ahead of time. There's so much that starting a business you have to learn. If you're going to take credit cards.
Why did you start a business? I'm really sorry. I interrupt all the time. Why did you start? I want to know that before.
Why did I start? Yeah. I was working for a company, and they were making some interesting business decisions that
When you say interesting, is that really what you mean?
No, it's not at all. terrible business decisions,
Okay,
really.
okay.
And I decided if I'm going to work for an idiot, I might as well look at the mirror every day and call that guy an idiot.
Okay.
So, there were really bad choices, and I ethically didn't agree with them. Financially, I didn't think they were right. So I said, you know what? It's probably best that I go off and I start my own business.
Okay.
So that's what I did 9 years ago.
Awesome. I won't ask who you were working for.
Yeah.
That
would be
strong
good.
words from a strong man. So you made the decision. I'm going to go off mine and I'm going to do it. And
Yeah.
this is, you said 8 years ago?
8 years ago.
Awesome. Think about how many businesses don't last 1 or 2 years. I mean, that honestly, that's fantastic. That not only are you still around, but you're growing, right?
Yeah.
Bringing on new
Oh, yeah.
employees and
Yeah, definitely.
finding new business opportunities.
It's exciting.
So you made the decision to go out on
Yeah.
your own. What was the first thing you started to do?
First thing I do is sales.
Yes.
If you don't have customer, it's not going to work.
You can have the greatest marketing
can have the-
strategy in the
yes.
world, but if there's no one to share it with, it doesn't.
Exactly, exactly. So, the first thing, and oftentimes what I tell people before they start a business, think about starting a business, find your first customer first.
Yes.
Sell your first widget, have your first retainer client, do something, make some money.
Right.
Because it's probably going to be 3 years before you make money.
Yeah.
So, have a client. What I did is, we have a main street here, Lincoln Way, and I walked up and down Lincoln Way.
Awesome.
8 hours a day,
That's
knocked
awesome.
on each door, went into each business, introduced myself, introduced the concept.
What did you say to people? Do you remember what your spiel or your lines at that time?
So back then, when I first started, it was actually Realty Papers,
Okay.
which Realty Papers was ads on the back of real estate flyers,
Okay.
and they were still inside the boxes. Awesome time to do this. Housing market crashed earlier.
Yeah.
That like 6 months before I started my business.
Yeah.
So definitely had that persistence. As you know.
So the market wasn't in the best condition.
No, it
to
wasn't.
start a
No, it
business,
wasn't. No.
But nonetheless, you persisted, took action, and
Yeah,
worked to
that's
make it
it.
happen. Clearly,
That's it.
you're here today.
Yeah, definitely.
So knocked on every single door on Lincoln Way. Did you?
Yeah, like
always...
Steve Jobs says, you stay naive. That's the key.
Yeah.
Stay naive.
Well, that's easy for me.
Yeah, just stay stupid
That's
and
awesome.
go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So went door to door, showed them what the product was, showed them how
Okay.
it worked, showed them what the goal was.
Okay. We're talking with owners for the most part.
Owners for the most part, and walked so much that wore a hole in the bottom of my shoes.
Really?
Yeah, there was actually, and it sucked. I didn't walked, and I didn't realize it was getting weak down there until I went to a chamber event at, what is it, the
Downtown.
Arboretum, the Arboretum
Oh,
in
okay.
town,
Yeah.
and which has a gravel road, and that's
Yes.
when the shoe finally gave way and a rock stabbed right to my
Yeah,
foot.
that felt real good.
That was. I was like, this hard work is
Here-
working really well.
This is what you get for the hard work, man.
This is it. That's it. So
So what kept you going? I'm sure. Did you get a lot of yeses at first?
no. I don't think anyone.
I set him
does.
up with that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're just on $100 day, you're walking up
Right.
to people and saying, "Hey, here's an ice cold drink
Right.
for a penny."
Yeah.
You're gonna get no's.
Right.
I actually was paying people at the beginning.
How so?
So what we did was we would pay real estate agents to let us use our paper.
Interesting.
And I even got people that said, no, I don't want your money. So,
Really?
Yeah. When you're getting no's and wanting to pay someone to use, yeah.
I will give you X number of dollars. How much did you pay each one?
500?
And that got you, I assume, on X number of
Yeah,
dollars.
yep.
Okay.
And I have one guy talking about persistence.
Yes.
It was a big real estate agent in Lake County. I won't say their name. But I went in, saw the guy a few times, talked to him, was interested.
Yes.
But he was like, you know what, come see me next Tuesday. I came and saw him next Tuesday, and his secretary was like, oh, he's on the phone call right now. He might be a little bit. I said, you know what, it's cool, I'll wait. And I sat in the waiting room for 2.5 hours, trapping the guy in his office, because the only way out of his office was right out
He's
my
gonna have
door.
to see you.
He's got to see me. And I was just stubborn, bullheaded. I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the guy behind the
Yeah.
door. So, and I sat there and waited. Didn't work out for me, but he still had to see me.
Yeah. So
and
you
had to
had
tell me
that
no to my
conversation.
face.
What did you learn from that experience?
Stay persistent.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're right on with that.
What was your next move with that?
It was
that,
after that one. So the way the contract was written, that they had final approval of who whatever advertisers were on the back.
Okay.
So if they didn't agree with someone's ethics or anything like that, they could say, I don't want that
Okay.
person on my flyer. He wanted me to go sell the ads, and then he would sign the contract, and then he would approve whether or not. I said, well, you have first right of refusal on anyone on the back.
Right.
I said, I'm not going to put my name on the line for you to tell me no,
Okay.
and me look really bad to all these people that
Okay.
I said, I have this person. So,
Interesting.
and I held my ground.
And that was how your business started.
That is how my business started.
Okay.
And then, thanks to all that walking up and down Lincoln Way,
Yes.
I met a lovely company here in town called Heinold and Peller.
Awesome.
Joe Feller went in, I saw him, I showed him the piece. He goes, well, I don't know if that's a fit for what we're doing right now, and his desk is slightly cluttered. I think he'll forgive me for saying that. If you've ever seen Joe's desk, you'd understand. And so Joe was kind enough to say, hey, you know, I picked up a postcard on his desk, and I said, I bet this didn't work that well for you. He's like, it didn't actually. I said, yeah, this one probably worked a little bit better. He's like, it did actually. I said, okay, well, he goes, how do you know that? Just looking at postcards. I go,
Yeah.
well, this one doesn't have any identifier of Heinold and Peller anywhere on the front. The second one has your name real big.
Yes.
I go, free advice? Always put your name on the front of a
Yeah.
postcard.
Yeah.
And he goes, here, and I picked up a few other things and showed
And
him
talked
off and
through them and
talked him
shared
through
your
them.
wisdom and
Yeah.
knowledge and yeah.
Stuff. And he goes, you're really good at this. I go, well, you know, it's what I do. And he goes, well, would you have any interest in helping us out with our marketing? And that slowly transitioned us to the Barbauld agency.
Interesting.
Thanks to some people beating me over the head, same idea. Like, why are you doing this when you
Yes.
could be doing that? So,
Yes. Interesting. And
Definitely.
how is what's the one thing you've changed? Probably going to wrap up here in a minute because this is my longest vlog.
Oh,
Yeah, congrats.
hey.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice,
I like
nice.
it. So last thing. As you continue to evolve, I'm sure you run into times where you know that you need to do something else, something different, or add something to what you're doing.
yeah.
Is it ever a challenge or tough for any reason to take that action or to make that decision? If yes, what are you doing to overcome that and ultimately take the action? If it's easy, how come it's easy, and why do you feel like you're able to continue to grow and expand your presence in
Okay.
this business?
Some are easy, some are hard.
Okay.
Some you get from clients that you're not sure if they just want you to pivot that way to help their business.
Okay.
We've had clients ask us to help them with their HR.
Really?
Yeah, well, we're a marketing and advertising agency. Yes, I have employees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand how to hire, how to fire.
Right.
But it's not our core belief.
Right.
Walt Disney's brother.
Yes.
I forgot the gentleman's name.
Me too.
I can't,
We've talked about him before too.
he has a great saying that if you know what your beliefs are and your values,
Yes.
it's easy to make every decision based on
That's true. You don't really have
So,
to think about it. Does
yeah.
this align or does this not align?
Yep.
If it
And then
does,
we go.
great. If not, next
Yep.
thing.
And that's what exactly we do.
Okay.
So before we take any action, any step, we sit down and apply that. Is this in our wheelhouse? Is this in our core beliefs? Our core belief at the Barbauld Agency is to make your passion known.
Awesome.
So
I love that.
it's as simple as, is that helping you get your word out about what your passion is?
Yes.
If it's a yes, we add it. If it's a no, no.
That's awesome.
And that's how it is.
My man, Chris Barbauld. Great friend, great idea, man. Even better marketer. Let's say this. Make your passions known. You like that?
I like that. I like that.
But as always, have fun. Be awesome, baby!